What is going on, everybody? So right now we are going to take a look at iOS 12 beta 4 and compare it to the newly released iOS 12 beta 5. And now I do want to say I did have a slight problem with my website loading a little test, and it was flawlessphone.com, which is my website, and I do have an internal problem on the back end of my website, so I will try and go and fix that. It's some database error. I don't even know what it is, but I'll go ahead and fix that. If I do continue to have that problem, I will just load up like apple.com or something like that in the meantime, but just know that that little test is a little bit affected. But when I did boot up my phone, I did have a pretty good test overall, but I do want to note that they both ended up booting up at the same time. But on iOS 12 beta 5, I did have a slight problem where my phone did crash, which is kind of weird. I'd never had that happen before, but it just randomly happened. So like I say all the time, when you do install a beta on your phone, you could be fine for the first day and a half, but then something drastic could happen like this, and then you're just pretty much screwed. So that's pretty much where I want to say about installing a beta, and that's pretty much enough proof. But here I just loaded up a website, and you can, or the app store, and you can see that they both almost loaded up at around the same time as well. And that's one thing about loading these betas, going from one beta to another, that the speed increases and everything aren't that drastic. They're not that crazy or anything, but you do see if they're going to increase the speed and they're going to have improvements like features and stuff like that, then that's a really cool thing, and that's really all you can really expect from a software update, especially when we're going from one beta to another. Like I said, it's pretty cool that they're doing that. Now this is the problem where I had on flawlessphone.com. I just tried to load up the website, and on both of the phones I had problems. So when I go and try to fix it next time, I will try my best to. If that doesn't work, then I'll just load up apple.com. But since I did load up Flawless Phone on beta 4, I can't just go and load apple.com on this one. So that's just where I'm going to leave it at. Now here I do load up an intensive game, and the most intensive game that I know of is Real Racing 3. And as you can see, they almost load up at around the same time. And it's pretty awesome that that's kind of the case, because you can kind of see frame by frame, which one is faster, which one stutters, and they both seem to be almost the exact same thing. And I noticed the same kind of speed thing on the iPhone 6 as well. So if they can keep the same amount of speed and frame rate and also add improvements, that's pretty sick. Now one thing I want to note, and this has nothing to do with the iOS version, I thought this was just a video that they overplayed with, but if you can look closely, you can see that some colors do shift, like on some cars are different colors than other cars, which is super crazy. I did not think that was the case here. I thought you see it's a white car and a blue car. I thought it was the same thing over and over again, but I guess it's not. Now the next thing I do is just show you the multi-core score. And on iOS 12 beta 4, we had a multi-core score of 117,021, and it actually went up quite a bit to 123,899. So what does this mean? It pretty much means that overall speed did increase on iOS 12 beta 5, and on top of that, we did have improvements. So as a whole, iOS 12 beta 5 was a very important update. It wasn't just filler. They spent 2 weeks working on it, so I was hoping they would have done something crazy, and they did. So they improved the speeds, and they also added in features. And overall, my closing thoughts, I'm optimistic about iOS 12, the official version, which is coming out in less than 2 months. So that's pretty crazy. I'm excited for it. And as I always say, do not install iOS 12 on your daily driver as of yet. Wait until the official version comes out. Stick with iOS 11.4.1 right now. There's absolutely no reason you should go and download the beta. Like you saw on my phone, the phone just randomly crashed, and that could happen with your phone too. So stay where you're at. You'll be perfectly fine. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. We're still giving away an iPhone 6s and an iPhone SE on the channel, and in order to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links are down in the description, so make sure you guys enter that. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.